Hello everyone, this is Suzanne at God Crochet and Chatter, where we put God first, talk about crochet, and we chit chat through the comments. I'd like to welcome everybody today. We got a great devotional, and then I did restart the Felix blanket, looking good, and I got something in the mail that I've been waiting on, so I'm very pleased with that too. I don't know if I ever showed you, I got this cup. It was during Christmas, the craft thing that my daughter and I did with her Pampered Chef, and I put my favorite verse, Romans 8:28, all things work together for good to them that love the Lord, to those who are called according to his purpose. And I do know that by heart, but I didn't want to mess it up. And then my daughter put this on the back. Isn't that cool? I had ordered the cup, and she must have ran back down there. Well, she did. And she had them add this. And that was pretty cool. It's nice when your daughter thinks that you're her best friend, too, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, I never had a sister, but I have a great daughter who's like a sister. And we get along absolutely fantastically. All right, I'd like to thank everybody, Crochet Rebecca and Joanne and Dorothy and many others that have commented right along. You know, God bless you, and I'm glad that you're sticking with me, and we are going through the Bible, and that's been exciting. In fact, after this is done, after we go through the New Testament, there's a book called The Pilgrims Progress. It is a phenomenal book, and I'm not going to tell you too much about it now, but it is the second into the Bible of the book most being read. And I thought maybe we could do a study together through the Pilgrims Progress. It's pretty powerful, pretty easy to understand, but it can change your life. All right, a little sneak preview there. All right, let's get to our devotion, shall we? See, I am sending an angel ahead of you to guard you along the way and to bring you to the place I have prepared. Exodus 23:20. Let's go around and share something about your experience of working with Lindsay, the hostess suggested. I had no idea what I was in for when I took my seat at a celebration for my daughter, who was ending several years of volunteering as director of the women's ministry at our church. One by one, people began speaking about Lindsay's leadership and depth, but many picked up on a word that surprised me. You were pretty pushy sometimes, and you wouldn't let me get away with just doing things the way I always had done them. I experienced your pushiness too, but you pushed and stretched me in the right direction. You are pushy, but it's a good pushy. You made me think deeper. I felt something stirring inside of me, the memories of all those years of mothering a strong-willed, pushy child, feeling frustrated that a 5-year-old could totally baffle and boss me, that an 8-year-old could rule over her older brother and younger sister, that a teenager could threaten my way of thinking with the passionate expression of her opinions. When it came my turn to speak, my tears surprised me. I used to faithfully pray for the promise of Exodus 23:20 for my children, and today you have given me an affirmation of that promise. God sent an angel to protect Lindsay from a mother who tried to change her strong-willed personality. Yet, he kept growing her into the person he created her to be, in preparation for the places he planned for her. Your words today have blessed me. Lord, I am grateful for the way you grew Lindsay, and I pray you give other parents a trusting hope and patience they'll need while you grow their children for your purposes. Now, I want to dig a little bit deeper in this. We've all are familiar with the Bible verse that says, start off your children in the right way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. I want to read what Dr. David Jeremiah commented about this verse. Does this verse guarantee that good parenting will produce great children? No. Godly parents can have their children go astray. Conversely, the children of terrible parents can overcome their upbringing and turn out great. Some parents, interpreting this verse as a promise, have tried very carefully to start their children off on the way they should go, only to see those children stray from that godly training. A proverb is not a promise. It is a literary device that highlights a general truth. Many of the proverbs in this book are not absolute guarantees because the truth they express must be conditioned by prevailing circumstances. Proverbs are generally and usually true, but occasionally exceptions may be noted. When children from Christian homes go astray, their parents often carry a load of guilt and self-recrimination. What should I have done differently? Where could I have done better? But each person is responsible before God for his or her actions, our adult children included. Now, I raised both my kids. I became a Christian at age 25. My kids were younger. And once I became a Christian, I taught them about God and the Bible and, Sunday school class and all that stuff. And I didn't know enough at that time exactly, as a parent, and a very young parent, a very inexperienced parent, exactly what that should look like. But looking back, my daughter was very, very strong-willed, and at times I had to get after her because of that. But as she grew older, much like this story, she turned out pretty good. She is very kind, very generous. She's like her mom. She's ready to help anybody at any time. She tries to take care of everybody. And, I taught both my kids in that way. I have a son that I have not heard from in like 10, 15 years. And he was trained up to know right from wrong and trained up in the way he should go. Now, there's a tricky thing called free will. We can encourage things we see in our children. We can teach them as they're growing up. But ultimately, when they leave the nest, they have to go out on their own. And hopefully, they pretty much stick to their upbringing, the good things that they've been taught. Sometimes they go away and they never come back. Sometimes it may take 20, 25 years for you to see the results of that fruit. But I think what is being said in this devotional is that nurture in your child their strengths and direct them in that way. If they have tendencies to be artistic or music or a caregiver, if they're caring, whatever you notice in your child's personality, those are the things that we should have nurtured. And for many of us, we didn't come to Christ till late in life, and we didn't know. We kind of stumbled around. I think I've done a pretty good job all in all. Thank goodness I accepted the Lord when I was 25 years old. And I never turned back. And my kids have grown, and now they're making their choices. And some of them may or may not agree with what I would do. Not necessarily that it's wrong, right or wrong, but they have to find that path. And if they stray away from God, as a parent, certainly hope that one day they will return back to that. But this verse is no guarantee of that, because there's that little thing called free will. And parents should not feel guilty. If you've done everything that you possibly can do, you taught them the good values, the morals, you taught them about God and the Bible, your responsibility ends. And now that my children are grown and have children of their own, I have great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren, they're making their choices. Some of them I agree with, some I don't. But it's their choice to make. I can encourage them and try to be that stable presence, and just knowing that hopefully one day our children will return to or keep going in a good direction. All right, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed that devotional today. See, I am sending an angel ahead of you to guard you along the way and to bring you to the place I have prepared. All right. Okay, I placed an order a while back for some Premier Bloom yarn. Remember my friend I've been talking to you about, her name is Priscilla. She lost a niece. The niece was, I don't even think she was 20. I don't know what she died from, but she mysteriously passed away. And my girlfriend, of course, took it very hard. She was very devastated. And she had a lot of loss that year. She lost her mom, her niece, and I think one or two others. So anyway, I want to make her the Elena Wrap. I've made this wrap before for two of my friends, my two cousins. I believe way back in some videos I showed you them. And my Priscilla, I asked her, what is your favorite colors? And she said she loves blues. And I thought, I know, just the yarn. So I ordered 2 skeins of this. If memory serves, it takes a little over 1 skein. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger for her. So this is the Premier Bloom yarn. And this colorway is Morning Glory. And it is a lightweight number 3. And there are 656 yards or 200 grams. But look how pretty that is. And as you go, the yarn, well, here's a little pattern here in knit, what it does. So as I'm crocheting, it forms what looks like little flowers. They have this in pink, they have it in yellow, they have it in blue, and they also have a chunky version of this yarn. I think I paid $10 for this on, I think I got it on Amazon, and I found one for $10 with free shipping, so like, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. This yarn works up so wonderful. It's so soft. I can't wait to get the Elena Wrap started now. I'm hoping maybe by June or maybe July. I may wait till fall. I'm not sure. I've got some other things going, but I'm going to get it started and work on it a little bit every day. But that's what I'm going to do there. All right. I restarted the Felix blanket. Oh, I'm so excited. Ooh. I get excited a lot, don't I? But hey, why not? It's life. Be joyful. Be happy. Get excited about stuff, right? Woo! And I am excited. Just ask my husband. I'll go up running out in the living room. I go, honey, look. And he goes, oh, that's pretty cool. He likes everything I make, so. All right. Ta-da! I restarted it. And here it is so far. Isn't that pretty? Of course, I got all my dangly yarns. Now, this here is the right side, and this has a straight edge going up. And as before, I will do this all the way as tall as I want my blanket, or the height, and then I'll level it off, and then I'll start on the other side, and you attach, and you keep working out this way. I decided I got a lot of pretty variegateds, and I am doing salads, and then variegated, salads, variegated. And I think it's going to turn out pretty cool. I'm going to call it maybe my coat of many colors Afghan. Well, it is a Felix blanket, I know that. But, maybe something really neat, because it's going to be very colorful with all the pretty variegated yarns. This is yarn I got from Hobby Lobby right here. I think that is so beautiful. And then this is that Crafter's Secret right here. This is Hobby Lobby, these here. But yeah, I think it's turning out better than the first one. Sometimes mistakes are good to make, aren't they? So, yes, I am on my way, and I did this all today. I did this all today. How about that? All of that today. I think I worked on this maybe 3.5 hours. So yeah, I'm already just tickled with this. It's very, very addictive. So we're started again. We're going to do it this time. We're not going to get discouraged. We're not going to let these little bumps and upset in life throw us off. If it was very, very frustrating, I probably would have thrown it in the basket and said, I'm not doing it anymore. But it was me. It was my error, and it was a silly error, too. So now I'm counting after each one, making sure each strip is correct, and I'm on my way. All right, everyone. I'd like to know what you're working on. Maybe in the comment box below. Just drop a line and tell me what you're working on. And if you get a chance, go over to my Facebook page and post a picture. I want to get my Facebook page going. It's called Crochet Bug Bites. It's in the drop-down box below. So, and I do have a Praying from Your Heart group where I post daily just little things that I picked up, YouTube videos or pictures with verses on them, things that I have read and shared from other people. And you might want to join that too. So anyway, this is Suzanne at God Crochet and Chatter. I've got a beautiful meatloaf in my oven. And I've got Lipton onion potatoes in my air fryer. So everything's cooking. It's starting to smell really good in here. So I hope you have a blessed evening. And thank you for dropping by to visit with me again. Be back tomorrow at God Crochet and Chatter for another great devotional. All right, everyone. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.